Hi everyone, welcome back. It's good to be back. Today we have got a Pilates class for you around about 45 minutes or so. We're just going to take it pretty easy, quite slow paced, but there's options if you want to make it a little bit harder. But please listen to your body, any injuries or sore bits that you may have. So just do whatever feels best for your body. And we're going to start sitting down on the mat. If you do have a ball, a Pilates ball, you might want to use it just for a little bit of support and a pillow, things like that. But it's up to you what you've got available at home. Okay, so let's start sitting down. Now, if you can, you're just going to cross your legs, whatever's comfortable, maybe legs outstretched, it doesn't matter. And we're just going to slow things right down to start. So we can take a hand to the chest and a hand to the belly, or maybe even close the eyes here. And we're just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So feel the chest lift and the belly empty. Try and roll the shoulders back. We're sitting tall, as though the head is being pulled up on a thread towards the ceiling. Another few deep breaths here. Relaxing the muscles, relaxing the mind. Alright, if those eyes are closed, you can just gently open them. Maybe taking the hands to the tops of the legs. And we're just going to gently tilt the head one way. Try and keep the shoulder down, don't lift it. So shoulders are level. We've got that little tilt in the head to create a stretch through the neck. Bring the head to the center and we go across to the opposite side. Good, let's do that again. So breathing in, exhale. Find length down the side of the neck. Inhale, exhale and switch. Bringing the head into the center now. We're going to take a hand down to the sides. Other arm reaches up over the top so we can support ourselves on the hand, maybe down on the elbow. We want to keep the chest open here, so rotate it round, eyes up, and keep this side of the bottom glued to the ground to get the most out of that stretch. Let's go for the other side. So we lengthen through the arm and we reach with the fingertips. Stretching out through the side of the body. And again on each side. So breathe in, reach that arm up. Exhale, reach over. Deep breaths here, remember chest open. Good, and same to the other side. Alright, lifting that arm up, bringing it back down to the side. We've got a few twists here now, so we're going to take hand to opposite knee. The other hand is going to go behind you, place it on the floor. And we're just going to look over this back shoulder. So we want to keep the chest open. We're turning with the chest, with the shoulders, and with the eyes. And release to the front. Same to the other side. Hand to knee, other hand behind, fingertips light on the floor. Now turn with an open chest, wide shoulders. Back to the front. One more on each side. Maybe we can go a little bit further this time. And other side, breathing in. And then exhale to turn as far as you can. And release to the front. I'm just going to turn to the side for this one, just to show you, but you can stay where you are. Hands on the knees. I want you to draw your belly button in and round your spine, tuck your chin in. And then sit nice and tall, open up the chest. Shoulders rolled back and down. And again, tuck the chin right through the spine. And lift. Now you can continue just with that, or you can start to make it almost into a circular kind of movement. So we can come forward with the chest open to the side. We round the spine as we come back. So lead with the shoulder. You might make this smaller, you might make it bigger, just whatever feels good for your body. We're just waking up the spine. Stopping there and going in the opposite direction. So leading with the opposite shoulder, round to the back, to the side, open that chest at the front. And one more there. Good. Okay, I'm turning again just so that I'm on my mat here. We've got some of our half roll backs. So if you are a regular at the Pilates classes, you know that sometimes we can use the ball here to support the lower back if you need it. If you don't have a ball but need the support, you can use a rolled up towel or a cushion, something like that. So the knees are bent, the feet are flat. We're starting with a nice long spine. And you can hold on to the backs of the thighs here. We're going to take a breath in at the top. We're going to exhale now. Tuck your tailbone, tilt in the hips. Round your spine and draw your belly button in. Roll back up to the top, leading with a nice big chest. Strong, long spine here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. If you want to, we can take the hands in front. Tuck in the chin. As you lift, you can reach fingertips to the ceiling. Just do this at your own pace. Now only coming halfway. The lower back isn't coming to the floor. Nice. So we're starting to switch on those abdominal muscles. Drawing that belly button in nice and tight. Keep breathing here. Okay, on this next one, we're going to hold that halfway position. So if you do need the support here, take it. Belly drawn in, curve through the spine, tuck in the chin. Now if you need to, the hands come down either side, but relax those shoulders. We're going to lift one foot, tap it down, and switch. So if you want to, if you've got that core strength and the lower back feels okay, we can keep the hands out in front. Good. Lift and lower. If we need to, hands gently rest on the ground. You're keeping that roll back shape. Good. Just a little lift. Take your time. You can move slower if you need to. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down and you're rolling back up to the top. We're going to go all the way down onto the floor now. So taking a deep breath in, holding onto the backs of the thighs if you need to, rolling all the way back, nice and controlled, all the way onto the floor. We're going to shuffle the heels in. Make sure your feet are lined up, they're parallel with one another, and your knees are hip distance apart. We're going to take our hands by our sides. We're going to come into our hip bridge, but we're going to take it just nice and slowly to find that movement through the spine. So shoulders relax. We start with the tuck of the tailbone, and we lift the tailbone off of the ground first. We peel the hips up. We slowly roll up through the spine. We find the weight in the shoulders. We're using the arms and the hands for support, pushing through the four corners of each foot. Okay, from the top of the spine, we roll all the way down. Hips placed down last, and we untuck that tailbone. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, tuck, and roll up. Now squeezing the bum and the backs of the legs. Inhale at the top there, belly button drawn in, ribs down. Exhale, rolling down through the spine. Good. If you want to take it to the next level, as those hips lift, we can take the arms up. Maybe they stop fingertips to ceiling. Maybe they come overhead. Pause at the top, and then roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, tuck, and lift. If you need to, keep the hands and the arms on the floor for support. Good. The next time you come up with the hips, I want you to think about your knees. Are they staying hip distance apart? Don't let them drop out and don't let them drop together. We need to activate the muscles in the thighs. Good. Pushing through the feet. Remember, tuck those ribs in, don't let them flare out. And lower down. Good. And staying there. Okay, we're going to draw that belly button into spine. We're going to make sure our lower back stays in contact with the floor. And we're going to lift our knees above our hips. Now, there's a few options here for this one. So just watch and choose the best one for you. So we can toe tap. Now, I need the angle at this knee to stay at 90 degrees. It's a movement from the hip. We tap the floor or as close to the floor as we can go. And then we switch. If you want to go a level up, you extend the leg, don't touch the floor, return, and then you switch. Good. Your top option, if you can manage it, is to extend the legs close to the ceiling, and you can drop one straight leg at a time. Now take your time there. Good. So toe taps, leg extensions, or straight legs the whole way. Let's go. Drawing that belly button in. Choose the option that is best for you. Move with control. Good. So if you find maybe that you're straightening the legs and that your lower back is lifting, just bend the knees again. We want to keep the core and the back protected and strong. Good. Let's go for another 4. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in, knees towards the chest. Just give it a little bit of a hug. We're going to go there again, but this time you've got the option to lift the head off of the floor into a sort of crunch position. Okay, so knees come above hips again, either knees bent or legs straight. You can keep the head on the floor if you wish, but otherwise, hands to back of head, tuck the chin and squeeze that core, so it's ribs to hips. And let's go. We drop and lift. Straight or bent. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Whatever option suits you best. If you need to drop an option, that's no problem. If you feel it's not tough enough, take it up a level. Make sure that lower back stays in contact with the floor. Remember, if you're tapping the toes, you're pushing the knee away. The movement's coming from the hip. We can be in that in-between option. Remember, don't let the leg come down on the floor. Pop the head down if you need to. We've got another 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Lower the head down and we can bring those knees in. Nice. Okay, popping the feet down on the floor, take your arms wide for me, and you're going to drop your legs, knees bent to the side. Knees might come to the floor, they might not, just whatever feels best. We're just looking for a stretch through the spine, so shoulder blades stay glued to the floor. Bring the knees into the center, let's go the opposite side. Knees into the middle, extend the legs, the arms, full body stretch. And then from there, take your time, let's roll over onto your side. So you can support head in your hand, you can extend the arm out long, but with the legs, we're going to pull the knees in front, legs are at 90. So don't tuck your feet in, bring your shins along the front edge of your mat. Think about lifting the ribs off of the floor, drawing the belly button in. This side of the body is nice and light. Those hips should be stacked one on top of the other. We're going to take the knee from the knee and the ankle from the ankle. So we're lifting that top leg. Now don't let your top hip roll back. We're not rolling onto the bottom. And then we lower down. So we lift and we lower. Good, we've got 7 more. Make sure we get in that little squeeze, lifting high enough to find it. Just tap at the bottom. Not rolling back, we can hold that top hip in place if we need to. Hips stay stacked, one on top of the other. Nice controlled movement here, a couple more. Last one. Okay, we're going to lift and hold in that position. We're going to bring knee to knee, and then we're going to bring toes to toes. So we're alternating knee to knee and toe to toe. We've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, rest if you need to. 2, nice movement through the hip joint. And 1. Good. Okay, we're going to extend that top leg. It's in line with the rest of the body. We're going to tap down and lift. We want the foot to lift above the hip height if we can. So we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, take a breather if you need it. If not, carry on. You've got 2 more. Last one. Let's hold the leg there. We've got tiny little pulses. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Either rest or go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good, nice work. Okay, we're going to take the knees now in line with the hips, and we're going to come up onto the elbow. So elbow is under the shoulder here, and the feet are now tucked behind the body. Hips are on the floor at the moment, but what we've got is a side plank lift. Okay, your option to take it up here is to extend the legs and stack the feet and to lift from there, but only do it if the body feels okay with it. Otherwise, keep those knees bent. Okay, and we're going to lift up, pulling the hips away from the floor and lower down. Try and just tap the ground and we lift again. Good. Inhale and exhale. Nice and high. Let's pull that waist in. You've got 5 more. Reach that top arm. Good. 4. Nice and long through the body. 3. Working that waist, working the core. Last one, we're going to hold this one if we can. So lift, stay there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. If you can just prop yourself up there, and we're just going to stretch up and over to the side. Top arm is nice and long. Good, release that off. Just cross the legs straight if you need to. Hands in front, just tip forwards as far as you can go. Okay, and then gently lift that chest. We're going to come down onto the opposite side. So take your time to come down. Remember, we're either head on the arm or rested in the hand to begin with. Belly button drawn in, hips are stacked, knees are in front, shins along the front edge of your mats. And we've got those leg lifts to start. So we lift up and down, hips are steady and still. 7, 6, nice and light through the side of the body. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We've got one more here, and then we've got our knees to knees and toes to toes. So lift that top leg parallel with the bottom, and then we go knee to knee and toe to toe. 7 more, moving through the hip. Brace in that core. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we extend that leg in line with the rest of the body and we tap down to the floor for 8. Nice long leg, extend at the knee. Pointing the toe. Another 3, 2. Hold it up there. We're gonna pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you go again for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Good. Okay, knees in line with the hips or legs extended if you want to for that side plank. We come up onto the elbow. Elbow directly under your shoulder. Make sure it's not too far away. Ready to lift the hips up. So we lift and we reach. Let's get as much space between the hips and the floor as we can. A light tap down. Take more of a rest if you need to. We're doing eight, but remember you can half it if you want to, if that makes it more manageable for you. Good, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another 3, 2. On this next one, you're going to lift and hold. So reach with those fingertips, hips high, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good, and you're just propping yourself up from there, and we're reaching up and over. Releasing that off, crossing the legs. And once again, just tipping forwards. Keeping the spine nice and long, pulling the chest forwards. Keeping the bum attached to the floor. Good, and then from there, just slowly lift the chest. We're going to come down onto the front side of our body now. If you want to grab a quick drink, do that now, before you come down. So we want to lengthen the legs out behind us. Feet hip distance apart. We've got the elbows in line with the shoulders here, palms flat on the floor. And I need you to think about lifting your belly button away from the floor. And we're going to squeeze the bum in the back of the legs to protect the lower back. We've got our back extension. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a breath in as you exhale. Peel the chest from the floor. We're supporting with the hands and the elbows. And we lower down gently. Still pulling that belly button in. Try and take that little pause at the top before coming back down. The feet stay on the floor, and you want to keep your eyes looking down at the ground to keep that nice long neck. Just moving at your own pace here. If you feel comfortable coming a little bit higher, you can begin to extend the arms, lifting the elbows, but please listen to the lower back here. Don't push it too far. Let's do another couple here. And last one. Nice and easy. Okay, bringing the chest down onto the floor. Let's take the feet to the outside edges of your mat. So the feet are a little bit wider here now. And you can bring your hands underneath the forehead if you wish. And we've got a single leg lift. So we're going to pick up the foot of one leg. Now we're not going to bend the knee. Yep, so not here. Keep the leg nice and straight. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Squeeze the muscles in the bum and you lower down. Opposite leg, we lift up. Pull the toes away from the body. Nice long leg. Lower down. Again, we're drawing that belly button in towards the spine, up out of the floor. We're just going to alternate right to left leg. We're working through the backs of the legs here, through the glutes. Upper body isn't doing much, so let's relax those shoulders. Lengthen through the neck. Focus on that breathing, nice deep breaths. Okay, just even it off, another one. And release down. Okay, so keeping those feet nice and wide, belly drawn in. Let's go for a double. So we lift both legs up, squeezing the bum, and we lower down, a little tap on the floor. If it's too much for you, stick with the single leg lift. Legs nice and long, toes pulling away, opposite direction. Up, squeeze and lower. Let's go for 3 more. Another 2. And last one. Good, and lower all the way down. All right, from there, you're just gonna pick up that chest. You're gonna push the bum back towards the heels. Drop the forehead towards the floor. You can reach your hands out in front, or you can take them back. You can stay in the child's pose, or if you wish, you might tuck the toes, lift the hips, eyes looking between the knees, spreading your fingertips wide. Then maybe you hold that down dog, maybe you pedal the feet, lengthening through the back of each leg. Good, and then from there, we're going to bring it onto all fours. So we're going to find the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. So just make sure your knees aren't too far in. And we want the long spine here. So we've got a little tuck of the tailbone. We're drawing the belly button in. We've got a nice flat, strong back. And from here, we're going to lift one leg, extending it out in line with the body, and we lower down, placing the knee underneath the hip. Switch sides, extend, point the toe, don't go too high with it, and lower down. Now next time, if you can, you add the opposite arm. So arm to ear height, reaching those fingertips, and then you lower down with control. Try not to drop it to the floor. Switching sides. Length from fingertips to the toes. Back stays flat and strong. Good. Another couple on each side. We don't need to rush this, not too quick. Now can we keep the eyes down on the floor for that nice long neck? One more on each side. Last one. Nice. Now if your wrists need a quick roll, you can do that. We're staying here just a little bit longer. This time, we're going to extend opposite arm to leg, and we're going to tap the foot. If you need to, hand comes down. We're going to tap for 8, lift, 7, 6. If you're too wobbly, hand down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hand and knee down. Let's switch sides. Hands can stay on the floor if you need to, otherwise reach those fingertips over the head. And let's tap that foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep it long, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, and lower it down gently. Nice work. We're going to take one leg forwards. Any foot first. We want the ankle underneath the knee. We're going to press the hips forwards, tucking the tailbone under, find it stretch through the front of the hip. So lift and open up that chest. And then we're going to pull the hips backwards. We're going to straighten this leg. Maybe it's hands to hips, maybe hands to floor. Keep the back nice and long. Pull the chest towards the leg, belly towards the leg. Stretching through the back of the thigh and the hamstrings. Okay, again. Knee over ankle. This time maybe we reach up. We slowly sink those hips forwards and down slightly. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then pull the hips back. Extend that leg. Breathing in through nose. And out through mouth. And one last time. Lift, open up that chest. Reach the arms if it feels good. And then pull it backwards. Support with the hands. Good, and release. Let's switch sides. Take your time. Ankle under knee. Tuck the tailbone, gently sink forwards and down. Lift that chest. Then pull the hips back, straighten that front leg. Bring it forwards. Maybe adding the arms, going a little bit deeper this time. Inhale through nose. And exhale through the mouth. Pulling the hips back, straightening that leg as much as you can. There might be a slight bend still there. Hands to the floor if you can, if not, it's a little bit more upright. And one more time, breathing in and reach. And pull it back. Remember, chest and belly to leg. Back is long. And release. We're going to come down onto the bottom. Into a cross-legged or other comfortable position for you. We're going to take a breath in, take one arm up and over. So I want you to think about expanding the ribs on this side. Remember, we're gluing down through the bottom, through the sit bones. And other sides. Lifting it up into the center, hand to opposite knee, other hand behind, turning with the chest and the shoulders, looking over your back shoulder. And gently switching sides. Back through the middle. Again, hands to floor. You can gently tilt yourself forwards. Maybe you reach. And you can go across to one side. Maybe it's up here and across to the other. Lifting the chest. Let's take one leg out in front. As long as we can, maybe a bend in the knee. Back is nice and long, chest is open. Take a breath in up here, then exhale, support yourself on your hands. And just tip forwards. Lifting the chest, switching the legs over, taking your time. Same stretch, just the opposite leg. Lifting the chest again. Let's take both legs out in front. Maybe just resting the forearms on the thighs. And then just tip forwards from there. If you can, reaching a little further. Rolling the spine back up. Now you can stay seated here, crossing the legs maybe, or you can roll down onto your back just to finish with a little bit of breathing. So just get comfortable, whether that's lying down or sitting up. If we're sitting, roll those shoulders back, open the chest, nice long back. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And you can just gently close those eyes. And bring the attention to the breathing. So a long inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your mouth. Feel the muscles relax and soften after all of that hard work. One last deep breath here. Release with the exhale. You can gently open those eyes and give it all a little bit of a shake. Thank you so much, everyone. It was so nice to be back. And fingers crossed, we'll see you all from the 17th of May face to face again. It'll be so nice to have you back in the centres. Until then, take care and we'll see you soon.